South Africa, it's 2025, and here we are again, betrayed, blindsided, and burdened by a government that has perfected the art of disappointing its people. Just yesterday, President Cyril Ramaphosa stood tall, flexing his political muscles, telling the world, more specifically the US President, Donald Trump, we will not be bullied. America must mind its own business while we keep our South Africa. South Africans were fired up, celebrating a leader who seemed to finally put the country first. But while we were still clapping, our own government turned around and stabbed us in the back again. Just like that, the Minister of Finance slaps us with a 17% VAT increase. That's right. At a time when South Africans are already struggling to put food on the table. This government decides it's a good idea to squeeze more out of the people. And before we could even process that shocker, guess who stood in full agreement with the decision? None other than Cyril Ramaphosa himself. But wait, it gets worse. Another blow lands. While dealing with that betrayal, the Minister of Energy and Electricity, Dr. Kgosientsho Ramokgopa, steps forward with what can only be described as an insult to every hardworking South African. An apology. Oh yes, an empty, meaningless apology, as the country is plunged into stage 6 load shedding until further notice. You heard me. Until further notice. What is this? A Mickey Mouse state? How did we get here? Again, for that matter. Where are the so-called professionals running these power stations? Are they clueless? Or is there something much darker at play here? Ramokgopa had the audacity to tell us that Eskom is drowning in a 2.2 billion municipality debt. But here's the real question. Where is the money supposed to come from when unemployment rate is sitting at over 31%? Where are the billions that are supposed to be used to fund Eskom? This is not just mismanagement. This is a government that doesn't consider its people before making decisions. Remember in 2013, when they forced e-tolls on us, before fixing the public transport system, 10 years later, the system is still a mess. Yet they want more money from us. And now, a 17% VAT increase, electricity hikes, and more load shedding, crushing the very people who voted them into power. But here's where it gets interesting. Some South Africans are convinced that this load shedding crisis is no accident. They believe this is deliberate government sabotage, an excuse to justify the ridiculous VAT hike. Ramokgopa, of course, rushed to shut down these claims, dismissing them as conspiracy theories. Listen to his exact words. He says, and I quote, "I want to say to to the rest of the country that this is a technical issue, we must not find any reason to manufacture explanations of why we are at stage 6. We are hoping to get back to normal by the end of the week. There is no sabotage, he says. Oh sure, Minister. We believe you. Just like we believed that load shedding would be a thing of the past. Just like we believed that the government had a plan to fix Eskom. Just like we believed that corruption wasn't taking away at our future. So, South Africa, what do you think? Is this just another unfortunate technical issue? Or is there something more sinister at play here? Let's get the conversation going. Drop your thoughts in the comments section. Like this video and make sure you subscribe because we are not letting this go. Until next time. Cheers.